Sometimes rose perfumes can come across kind of outdated, but let me just tell you, on this fragrance journey, I have discovered some amazing fragrances with that rose note, and then they're mixed with chocolate, Turkish delight, all that good stuff. So if you're curious as to what amazing rose fragrances I have in my collection, keep watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to Sasha's Scents. My name is Sasha. I do fragrance reviews. I do a little bit of beauty and style as well. So if you enjoy that type of content, I hope you'll take a minute to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you end up liking this video, please do give it a thumbs up. It certainly helps my channel to grow, and I would obviously appreciate it. But the video today, as I mentioned earlier, this is all about rose perfumes. And I'm excited to share these 7 with you. But before I start, I just want to point out my lips. I am wearing a color by City Lips, and this one is called Rosy Mauve. Goes with the whole theme of rose. And this is actually the one I wear the most of theirs. I love this. If you're looking for a lip plumper and you want something that moisturizes your lips, this is their matte lip gloss, and I really like it. It stays on for hours and hours and hours, and that is another reason I really like this one. So I'm going to put a link to their website in the description box so you can check them out. Again, this is City Lips. This one is called Rosy Mauve. It's a lip plumper and moisturizer. All right, let's get into these rose perfumes. And you know that saying, you need to stop and smell the roses? There's a reason why they say that, because you know roses are a beautiful flower. They are the symbol of love. And with Valentine's Day coming up too, these might make some, actually this would be a great idea to gift someone that you love for Valentine's Day too. Although this is not a Valentine's dedicated video, this is more about rose perfumes. The first one I want to talk about, I haven't seen any videos on or reviews on. And so I'm really surprised because this is an outstanding fragrance. You ready? All right, this one is Oud Roses. This is by Maison d'Orient, otherwise known as Swiss Arabian. I love the bottle and the little tassels that hang around the neck here. This is beautiful, and the juice inside is gorgeous as well. This is considered a unisex fragrance. However, this definitely leans more feminine. A guy could totally pull this off. There's oud in here, which is really nice, but all around great fragrance. Let's talk about the notes in here and what type of rose is in this one. This one has the Turkish rose, and it blends beautifully in the opening with a lemon. So you get this citrusy, bright, happy lemon note that mixes with this Turkish rose, and then you've got these other gorgeous notes that intermingle. There's lavender, you'll get that. You'll definitely pick that one up. Sandalwood, as well as frankincense. You've got the agarwood, which is otherwise known as oud, musk, and amber. So a very sultry, very seductive, kind of a darker take on the rose, which is beautiful. This one has some really nice performance to it. It's about 6 hours on my skin. Great projection, gorgeous sillage. This is definitely a fragrance to wear more in the fall, winter time. Some people could wear this as a signature scent if they wanted to do that year round, maybe wear this on a date. But overall, I would say this probably is, because it's heavier, would fit more with the fall and winter. Again, that one was Oud Roses by Maison d'Orient, otherwise known as Swiss Arabian. All right. The next one that I want to talk about is one that I did a review on a while back, probably a couple months ago. And this one is a very cherry chocolate rose patchouli by Meleg. And this is out of Canada, and he makes these in his home, and they are beautiful fragrances. This is that take on that powdery rose, but with chocolate. And it really shares the center stage with this cherry note that's very ripe, almost like a dessert cherry. So let's go ahead and talk about the other notes in here. The type of rose in this one is a May rose. It also has a lot of patchouli, so if you enjoy patchouli, you will absolutely love this. I think the combination is gorgeous with the cherry, with the rose, chocolate. It's a gorgeous combination. It is very sultry, it's very decadent. It's almost dessert-like. You're gonna smell absolutely incredible wearing this one. Performance-wise, this one's about 6 hours on my skin. It has a very nice projection. And then the sillage, again, is beautiful. You are gonna pick up on this chocolatey rose with hints of cherry. And then, of course, that patchouli really does blend nicely, and it does really stand out. So you will definitely get noticed with this one. I would say this one probably could be worn year-round. It's pretty versatile. Also would make a great signature scent or a date night type of fragrance. I believe this one, if I'm not mistaken, is a unisex fragrance. However, this one does definitely lean more feminine. I've had guys ask me if they could wear this one. If you are a guy and you love the rose note, you can wear this and rock it. It's a really, really nice fragrance. So there you have it. That one was the Very Cherry Chocolate Rose Patchouli from Meleg. I've got Roses Vanille, and this one is by Mancera. This was really, really nice. This is very dessert-like to me. It's very creamy, it's dense, it's thick. It's a lovely fragrance. And the rose that they use for this one is a Turkish Delight with rose, if that makes sense. So that's the rose in here. It kind of mixes with Turkish Delight, which is that dessert. It also has lemon. So you get very little lemon. You get just a hint of that citrus in there. There's also cedarwood, vanilla, and white musk. So it has some creaminess to it. It's very intoxicating. Again, it's very gourmand-like, very delicious smelling, a lot heavier. So this one would probably be better for the fall and winter. As far as performance, this is about 6 hours on my skin, projects nicely, and has a wonderful sillage. It's one of those fragrances that's gonna catch a lot of attention. Beautiful, love it. That one again is Roses Vanille by Mancera. All right, moving right along. We're going with one I haven't talked about in quite a while. And that one is Delina by Parfums de Marly, the Eau de Parfum. This one is a Turkish rose, and it smells like that dessert, that Turkish delight. There's rhubarb, lychee, which is that tropical fruit. So it's got some tartness to it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like a sweet champagne almost. There's peony, and the peony really stands out as well as the rose in this. There's vanilla, musk, and vetiver. Now vetiver you will get a very slight hint of, but it's not overpowering. That Turkish Delight and rose and that peony is just absolutely stunning. On my skin, this is about 6 hours. The projection is really nice. It's past an arm's length for the first hour. It does get a little closer to the body, but you're getting this gorgeous bubble of this just happy, bright fragrance, beautiful sillage. When to wear this one, I would say this is definitely more suited for the spring, summertime. Although if you're in the fall, the warmer evenings, this would be perfect for like the date. It's just an absolutely stunning, feminine fragrance. I highly recommend this one. And I know tons of people talk about it all the time, but it's with good reason. I love it. It's a stunner. All right. We're going with another Mancera, and this one is Roses Greedy. And this is like a fruit cocktail that just blends in with this rose. It's delicious smelling. It's very bright. It's youthful. The first thing you're gonna get is a lot of fruit. There's mandarin, there's peach, there's also coconut in here. So you will pick up on that coconut. And then the rose in this one is a French rose. Soft, it's powdery. It blends with jasmine, vanilla, musk, and tears of benzoin. So very, very well done. I like that it has a little bit of a tropical feel to it because of that coconut and that fruit. But that French rose is stunning. It stands out. It's very feminine. I think Mancera, this one is considered a unisex. Don't quote me, I might be wrong. But this one, if it is a unisex, definitely leans way more feminine. So again, this is a bright fruity, floral type of fragrance. The longevity on this one is about 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours on my skin. For some reason, this one does not last as long as the Roses Vanille. The Roses Vanille, like I said, is a lot denser and thicker. This one's a lot lighter, so it kind of has a tendency to disappear a lot quicker on me. Great fragrance for the spring and summer. It's a really happy, vibrant type of fragrance. Again, very youthful. All right, next, By Navitus, I have Eidola or Eidola, and this is a great fragrance. This one is really, really feminine. The rose that they use in this one is also a French rose. It's very powdery, it's sweet, and I love all the other notes that are in this one. It has some citrus in the opening. You get this beautiful orange and this bergamot, which is kind of that tart, sweet type of fruit. Also has some bitterness to it. That French rose, there's jasmine, peach, vanilla, patchouli, and vetiver. And again, with this one, the vetiver is very discreet. There's just a hint of it, so it's not overpowering, but that rose really stands out and it blends nicely with the opening of that citrus. You're gonna get that vanilla as well as that patchouli, so very well done. Performance-wise, I wish this one lasted longer on my skin. For me, it's about 4 hours. I wish it lasted longer. Now, everybody's different. I hear it lasts a lot longer on other people. I've seen other reviews on this one, and people are pleased with the performance. It lasts and lasts on them. For some reason, with my skin's chemistry, it just doesn't last as long, but it does smell incredibly beautiful. I do highly recommend this one. If you can get a sample of it first to see how it works with your skin's chemistry, I definitely recommend that. This one is great for the spring, summer. It makes a great signature scent. If you wanted to wear it year round, you certainly could. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful fragrance. It's a stunner. All right, last but not least on my list, and this one I would say is the strongest, longest lasting out of all of these on my skin, and that one is by Lancome. This one is La Nuit, Tresor, Eau de Parfum. This one's got that incense in here. It's smoky. The rose is very dark. It's a rose damascena, and it's really thick. It's very jammy. It's got kind of that raspberry undertone. There's also raspberry in this one, which is one that you're definitely gonna pick up, as well as that lychee. There's vanilla orchid, incense, praline, and the praline really stands out in this one. It has a little bit of that nuttiness in there, as well as patchouli and papyrus. So a little woody undertone to it. All around really nice fragrance. This one lasts up to 8 hours on my skin, which is really surprising, but it lasts very well, has a very nice projection. It definitely goes past an arm's length for the first hour or so. So this is one that's gonna enter a room before you do. It's gonna linger. You're gonna get wafts of this throughout the day. This is a great nighttime fragrance for dates. I recommend this one more for the fall and winter time because it is a lot heavier. It's smoky. It's kind of mysterious, seductive, just an all-around kind of femme fatale type of fragrance. Again, that one was La Nuit Tresor by Lancome. But there you have the 7 fragrances that contain that rose note, that is that modern twist on that rose fragrance from the past that a lot of people are shy away from because they're afraid to try a rose fragrance, thinking, okay, that's kind of like what older women wear. So, you know, you need to get that out of your head. I have. Now when I hear about a rose fragrance, I'm eager to try it, which is surprising because, like I said in the past, I wasn't a big fan of roses, but since I've been on this journey, I'm absolutely loving it. So there you have it. I would love to know, do you have any rose fragrances? If you do, which ones do you have? Do you recommend them? I love to read your comments. I always love researching new fragrances that I don't have in my collection. And usually if I love the reviews on them, the notes, I will end up buying it, blind buying it. So anyway, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay beautiful inside and out.